What's up, everybody? It's your least famous motovlogger, Dank Stunts here, and this topic gets requested so much that I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna do my spin of the classic how-to wheelie tutorial on my MT-07, but this will apply to any bike that has, you know, normal gearing, so not your scooters. If you're using a foot brake, if you're using clutch, if you're using gas, you will be able to wheelie most things with this technique, and it's gonna be the clutch up. But what I'm also going to show you is how to do it safely with the foot brake and practice it in a way that mitigates your risks of having your bike look like this after you're done. So let's get right into it. I'll pop the camera onto my helmet and we'll get rolling. When it comes to bike choice, smaller bike is easier. Even though it's harder, it's easier. You will make progress faster and it's easier to handle and lower risk. I like lower speed stuff. You can do it at higher speed. It gives you more side-to-side balance. If you're having trouble with side-to-side balance, tire pressure is a huge thing. Lower tire pressure will be more stable, but it will follow the road more. So once you get a bit more advanced, if you're noticing a draft with the road, it's probably maybe low tire pressure. You could pump it up. It's gonna be one single technique that's gonna take you from no wheelies to scraping. And that is simply popping it up and braking. Most people think that it's, you know, it's the throttle, and while sure I can take my foot off the brake and I can do a little wheelie, that's no, get that shit out of your head. It's all about the foot brake. Now I need you to be comfortable on your bike and being comfortable giving it full throttle. Now this is going to be really simple. It's going to be one technique that takes you from little tiny jumps all the way to being all the way up here, going back, going down, going up, and back, and down, and back. Eventually, you can pull it in the clutch and like do coasters, pop back, and just work the brake. You're gonna do clutch ups. If you're unfamiliar with the term, it's pulling in the clutch, giving it some gas, and releasing the clutch to get the bike up. But we're gonna take it in baby steps to remain safe. You have your foot brake, and this guy is gonna save your life, man. Cover it all the time. So the whole process is put your foot on the rear brake and dab it a little bit so you know the brakes are working. And then the exact same thing you do every time you pull away from a stop. You're standing still, you have the clutch pulled in, you give some gas, you meet the bike with the clutch, and you pull away. And you're just doing exactly that, but while riding at a moderate speed. So I'm gonna put it in second gear. I pull in the clutch, I give it some gas, whoop, and it pulls away from me. And just getting used to that. Eventually, the bike will start to rise on you, and that can be really scary at first. So take it very gradually and take it down with the foot brake. Even though you don't need it, you're just doing little pops, you don't have to brake, but what you are doing is cementing in your brain that if you want to go down, it's the foot brake. Brake is down, okay? This is the whole thing. The whole magic about wheelies is brake is down, and you want to drill that into your head so you don't have to think about it. It may seem silly, but if you just dedicate practice hours to this, just whoa, and push it down right away with the brake. As soon as it goes up, press the brake. Up, press the brake. Up, press the brake. That's all you're doing. All you're doing. Keep doing that over and over. Find an empty area like this. Pull in the clutch, give it some gas, release, and press the brake. Release, press the brake. Release, press the brake. Release, press the brake. And when that's, you know, you're super comfortable with that, you can start taking it a little bit higher and press the brake. You really don't have to ride out the wheelie. Riding it out is just, you know, you get a small wheelie going and you increase the RPMs and all the way. Because you want to get the reps in. Every time you brake, that's one rep. If you spend a lot of time doing power wheelies One, it's dangerous, and two, you're not getting the reps in. You want to break it down as many times as you can, so you get used to controlling the height with the brake. Pop it up, break it down. Higher, and then higher. And just do the same thing, but increase the height all the time. Higher than brake, higher than brake. Once you get a bit comfortable, then you can start to regulate the height with the brake, be more smooth with it. Keep holding the gas, go up, brake. You see how it's smoother, and you can give it a little gas at the end. So it's up, brake, gas, so you don't slam it as much. Now, all you gotta do is like regulate the height. So you pull it up, you brake, it's going down, you gas to get it up, and then you brake to get it down. You go higher than down, and higher than down, and eventually your wheelies will be really high. And most of the time my throttle is pretty even, and I'm regulating the height just with mostly the foot brake. So all the control is just working that foot brake. A little bit of throttle, a little bit of foot brake. It's a beautiful combo. You can start playing with new concepts like putting your leg across the seat, pulling it up. I hope this was helpful. I might revisit this another time if I feel like I can give clearer instructions. But all it is just popping it up and meeting it with the brake. Thank you for watching. If it isn't enough, I'll do another video. I don't know how simple I can make it. You pull in the clutch, you give some gas, you release it so it starts to go up, and then you press the brake right away. The more times you can do that, the more control you will have with your foot. If you feel secure with your foot, you're gonna be more comfortable to pull it up even higher before you brake. Always plan to brake before you do it. Don't just, I'm gonna brake whenever I fuck up. No, just up brake. Always, like these kids are doing. Gas and up and down. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other tricks you want to learn, let me know in the comments. I'll try and do another tutorial for that. If there's any questions you have, I'll try and answer all your questions. And if there's enough I've missed, I'll do another one of these and update it with more info. In the meantime, everybody take care, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Bye.